Just because Black History Month is over doesn't mean we're not black forever.
Damn. I know that's right. What's up, peoples? What's going on, and welcome to what?
The Tea!
Show them right. Show enough right. Did y'all have a great week?
I definitely did.
You did?
Mm-hmm. Yes, right.
Yes, Black Queen.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Wear your crown proudly, honey.
Yes.
Ew.
I had an amazing week.
Oh, I had a
Tuesday.
fucked up week. Oh, God. Anyway.
I
We
know.
ain't gonna talk about that. My week has been hell from Tuesday to Saturday. My week has been hell.
Look, you can borrow some of my amazing week. Then.
Okay.
Okay.
Does it come with alcohol?
It did.
Okay.
Yes,
well,
it did.
Okay.
It came with alcohol.
Come on,
Okay.
I mean, it was wine though, but it was
Okay,
alcohol.
Lady A. All right, Lady A. So anyway.
Not Lady A.
So let's just dive right into this week's episode.
Yes, let's get
So, as you guys always know, discretion is the key before spilling your tea. So, Teddy,
What's up, boo?
what's going on in Tea Spot this week? Like, I need that spot of tea right
Yes,
now. I
because
need
you have
to
a
feel.
plethora of
Okay.
tea to give.
Well, we're just going to start here with Destiny's Children because it seems like Destiny's child had a child. So I don't know what they're going to be called, but Kelly Rowland is starting a new show up. It's going to be called Chasing Destiny.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, she teams up with Frank Gatson, who Frank Gatson not only worked with Destiny's Child, but also worked with Beyonce for the majority of her solo career. Basically, they're teaming up to put the show together to find the next big girl group.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know
like TLC did.
Kinda, it's gonna be,
But
Danny
I hope they
Kane-ish.
actually come to something because
As do
we're
I.
still waiting for that group to come out.
Still.
And with that album. And what's
Right.
$1 million?
Right. So, moving on to Mother. Now, Mother has been causing big problems this week, but as you can see, but I mean, when don't
The
she?
whole month.
The whole month.
When don't she? I guess she figured it was Black History Month, so she was
let me
going
just cause a ruckus.
exactly.
Let me stand up for my people and riot.
All day. So the police said that they weren't going to give her security at her concert. So what happens? Minister Farrakhan comes behind and says that him and the Nation of Islam will give her security.
Mm-hmm.
Ow.
So Raleigh police as well as Arlington, Texas police decided that they are going to go against the grain, and they actually stated that they are going to provide Beyonce, security for the concert at the venues because they said that they feel like when they come out, they come to serve all people, not just Beyonce.
But wait, and this is my issue because not for nothing, she never said anything negative about the police department. No. What she said was something negative about police brutality. So why is it that people are receiving that message wrong? Because I feel like the world is receiving that message
But she
wrong.
didn't even really say it. She just
showed
showed a visual.
She didn't say it, and that's the problem.
It's just a visual.
And that's the problem because not for nothing, there's been times where that's been in other people's videos. Not for nothing, in Nas's One Mic video, he talked about that and showed it in the video.
Yeah.
And not for nothing, Kendrick Lamar, Grammy Daddy,
yes,
he took over the Grammy.
Grammy
He was him and Uptown Funk was Grammy Daddy because that's all I could hear the whole night. But he did a whole thing about that as well. So why is it that it's different because of Beyonce?
Because she's America's sweetheart. And
but
remember, she's been manufactured to be this good girl next door type thing. And now that she's not, being in that mold, she's actually speaking out, especially owning her blackness.
I'm over it. No,
it's like whatever.
Not for nothing. Listen, she can't be a good girl next door talking about swallowing watermelons and stuff
Stop.
like that. Talking about swallowing watermelon seeds. Okay, we all know what that means. If you don't know what it means, you need to look it up.
No, you're too young. You're too young.
Ciao. And then there's also good news about Bey too.
What's the good news?
Well, it's been rumored she's about to sign this huge deal with Sony Music.
To do what?
To do what?
If she does sign it, it would be like, for, basically it's going to be for 2 albums. And we're gonna get 2 albums.
The one that's coming out this year and
in
later
this year. Yes, we're gonna get the B6 era, and then the album with her and Jay-Z.
Okay, the Carters.
The Carters. If the deal is signed, if it is, then expect the album April.
Why wouldn't it just release? Well, why wouldn't the Carters album be released on Rock Nation?
I mean, they have a platform. They're charging people $1 million a month. They might as well use that damn platform.
Yeah.
You would think.
They charging people $1 million a month. Why not?
Are they trying to have a whole music industry takeover? Is that what they're trying to do?
Well, I don't know because I don't know if you heard, Jay-Z is trying to sell Tidal.
Because they ain't doing well, boo.
So
they ain't doing well.
You can't be trying to take over.
Who's paying $1 million a month for a subscription? Meanwhile, Apple Music is $10 a month.
Spotify, I think, is $10 a month.
Spotify is $10 a month, but then I think Spotify is free.
Yeah, I think Spotify has like a free.
Spotify has a free option.
There's Pandora.
There's always Pandora. You don't even have to go to it. You could just go to Pandora and just
always
free. Okay, and not for nothing. If you have an iPhone, you have Apple Radio.
Yeah,
you don't even need to buy Apple Music. I mean, listen, still support Apple Music. I'm not against it because I have it myself. But
I ain't got it.
Well, I'm a music person. I have over 3,000 songs on my iPod.
Damn.
And surprisingly, that's still nothing.
It's not enough for me. It's
nothing
really not enough. And then there's songs that I haven't listened. Anyway, point is, there's all these other options, and Tidal's so expensive. Like and then people like, well, you got to get Tidal to Formation. I was like, girl, Beyonce. I was like, I had to illegally download Formation. I'm sorry, but I had to. I needed to listen to that song. I was not participating in Tidal. I was not.
And I was willing to buy it. If it was on iTunes.
Yeah, if it was on iTunes, I would have bought it, but I'm like, I'm not signing up for Tidal.
It's still not there.
Not at all.
What, 2 weeks, 3 weeks out now?
Not for nothing. Rihanna's whole album was put on iTunes.
Yeah.
Like, at least, I think a week or so after. So I'm like, Beyonce, you playing. But that's alright, because my illegal download game is real strong. Shoot. I got me a nice little album art and everything. We get to go.
Deal.
Okay, you wouldn't even know.
A mess.
Though.
Okay, so and the last thing that we're going to discuss this week in Spotted Tea is lately, I want to say maybe about a week or two ago, here in New York, in Brooklyn, a young teenager in Brownsville accused 4 other male teenagers of raping her. The story came out that supposedly her and her father were in the park and they were drinking together. Now, I don't understand how you could be a father drinking with your daughter that's not of age, but okay. And out in public?
It happens.
In the park?
In the park?
It happens.
Okay. Well, the real story came out. Old girl has retracted her whole story, put these boys through hell, the fact that they had to be arrested, detained, in jail, and then for us to find out that the father was having sex with her in the park.
No. That's why they was drinking in the fucking park.
Didn't see that coming.
I'm like, is
this a new episode of Law and Order SVU?
Child, it should be.
It probably will be.
It will be.
It will be. Okay, because I'm going to Chris and Rihanna.
And when it does,
yes.
I need you to hit the dance. When it does come on,
I'm going to hit the dance, okay?
Hard.
But all in all, I wanted to bring this up because I wanted to ask y'all, how would y'all look at that situation or see, like, because now they're really just focusing on just the teenage boys. The fact that, they're out. Nobody's talking about this dad, this father. Why has nobody arrested him yet?
Well, how old is she?
I believe the girl is 15.
Okay, well,
16.
somebody, being that she is not of age, somebody would have to press, like, when you're not of age, your parents have to pretty much press charges for you.
Very true.
Because she's saying right now that there's nothing, she probably went to the cops and said there's nothing wrong with it. We getting it on and that's it. If the cops even asked her. So being that she's like, well, it's okay, on consent, there's nothing that they can really do. You know what I'm saying? Like, they can't arrest him if she feels there's nothing wrong being done. Now, if she's saying my father's molesting me,
Nothing.
then it
At
could
the
be
end of the
that.
day, she doesn't see nothing. That is molestation.
But the fact that she's not saying that's what it is, there's nothing that the cops can do.
And that's when the ACS is supposed to step their ass in and
but again, if she's not,
in fact, that's why they have the whole sex crime. That's actually real. I mean, it's not just on TV.
Right? No, I know. But
that's
the problem is
that is illegal.
If she's not saying it, and if the mother or whatever, let's say her mother's not in the picture, then there's really nothing they can do. Especially if she's consenting, if there's something they can do.
Well, now they know, so they need to do something.
Exactly, because I feel like the fact that it was stated, then why isn't, the community activist, I forgot his name, that's in Brooklyn, but why hasn't he stepped in and done something? Or
dreads?
No, not him. He's on Channel 5.
Okay.
But why hasn't, the police even done something? Because the girl made the statement. Mm-hmm. She said, no, I was in the park having sex with my father. So
she said just like that?
But not for nothing. To me, okay, fine. I'm gonna not focus on the whole father thing, because that's a mess. But she should be charged with some kind of crime of making a false report. Because now she's fucked these boys' lives up.
Exactly.
Because no matter what's been said after that, it's in everybody's head.
Was there any court appearances?
There were no.
The original charge.
Well, the original charge.
So
they had to do
some kind of jail for that, and they could sue her.
Yeah.
So there probably is going to be a lot of court, and now it's illegal to falsify a crime. Mm-hmm. So she's probably they're probably both gonna go to jail.
And I'm sure in some way, shape, form, or fashion, that's defamation of character.
Oh yeah, it is. It definitely is.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see what happens.
But as far as I know, at least. I'm no legal expert.
I can't. They're probably gonna be talking about it in 2 weeks.
Right.
Probably not. But that concludes your spots of tea, peoples. Girl, Miss Cray,
what's on your mind?
I would like a glass of wine.
Other than that, girl,
I would like a beautiful chocolate man with a beautiful full beard, dressed in coconut oil, glistening.
Just in the coconut oil,
glistening, glistening. Okay,
speaking into existence, girl.
And then he could either be muscular or he could be chunky, and then just appear. Nice full lips, a nice full Michael Jackson 5 nose, light, beautiful. I'm sorry. Anyway,
so mote it be, okay? Okay. No, for real, girls in your mind, though, for real.
So this week on Question of the Day with Cray, so there's a quote that I'm gonna say, and there's a question after this.
Okay.
So the quote is: "White women are taught how to keep a man. Black women are taught how to survive without one." Mm-hmm. So, question number 1, is it true? Question number 2, we're just going to elaborate on it pretty much.
Okay.
So, I'll go first. For me, I know that it's true. Only because, in my family, my grandfather and my grandmother were split for a long time.
Okay.
As long as I've been alive, I've never remember seeing my grandmother and my grandfather together. And then also my parents were divorced. So for me, my grandmother raised my mom and my aunts with her sister and her, 4 kids, because both my grandmother and my aunt have 4 kids. So, they raised their children in one household, and there were no men around. And, my aunt, one of my aunts is divorced, and she's raised her beautiful 4 children. 4 children. She has 3 boys and a girl, 4 children.
Okay.
And my other aunt, who is deceased, she didn't have her son's father in their life. So for me, it's all about survival. Definitely, I would definitely say that it's true that Black women are taught how to survive with that one, because not for nothing, I mean, it's happened where men have not stepped up and Black men have not stepped up and taken responsibilities for their children. I'm not saying that there aren't men that don't do it, But there's men that have stepped out and left their children and the mother of the child abandoned. There has been cases where they've been locked up. Maybe they've gone to war. Maybe they died. There have been every situation is different. But what happens when the man who has kids with you, or even the man you are married to, you might not even have kids. But what do you do when they abandon you? You have to move on. You don't have time to worry about, well, is he cheating on me? Because at the end of the day, you have to make sure there's food on the table for your kids, most importantly, but mostly for yourself. And I feel that I think that white women, they're taught to keep a man because they'll take care of you, and also I feel like white women are taught to put up with a lot. They're taught to not say anything, and they're taught to just play the background and pretty much be a trophy wife. Mm-hmm. And black women are taught, listen,
I'm in command.
Okay, you're in command, you're in control, you are a queen, and you have to do what you have to do to survive in this world, because not for nothing, black women are at the bottom of the food chain of life. Because we're under the black man. That's what people don't realize. Black women are under the black man. We were raped as slaves. Okay, we were ripped from our families to start other families with slave masters. They didn't like us, but they didn't mind having kids with us. Okay,
come on.
So, that definitely, I think maybe even from then, we're just taught to be strong and move on. There's a whole bunch of movies that will support that, but we're just taught to be strong and just be without a man. We're not taught to keep your man and just don't say anything. We're just taught to just keep it moving without a man, and that's just how it is.
Well, I agree with you. I definitely agree that white women are taught to keep a man, whilst black women are taught to, survive. Because I have some friends who, and they're in their 20s, who have kids, and now the baby daddy, the baby father, whatever you want to call it, are magically out of the picture.
Right.
But prior to that child coming into existence, they were there.
Right.
Like, my mom is a single parent. It just happened that, her and my dad just didn't work out, but they co-parented. So that worked out. But, all my life, I see my mom do whatever she needed to do to make sure that me and my brother were good to go. Like, we never wanted anything. We always had what we needed. So, yeah, I definitely totally 100% agree with it. I have a question to your question, but I'll let you talk first.
Oh, no, I definitely agree. I mean, it's quite clear and very evident that that's how the world is. I mean, black women do a lot. They do.
And we don't get any appreciation for it at all.
I was just about to say that.
We don't get the credit that's due, because if a child acts up one time in school, it has to be the mother. And it's like, I'm not saying that it can't be the mother, but at the same time, kids are different in school than at home. They'll act right at home, but you have to understand, kids don't like, but they'll respect you more. You have to teach kids respect at a young age. Yeah. Because if you put my father and my mom put the fear of God in me. I knew what I could and could not do as a child. At home. But at school,
it was the turn up.
Like,
that was the original turn up.
Especially, but then my dad started picking up on that, and then he started giving care packages to my teachers at the teachers. Every teacher from, I think, 2nd grade to even high school had my father's email, work number, cell phone, and home number to contact him. He was not playing. Like, that's who my father was. Like, he was very strict on me, and he didn't want me out of line. Not to discredit my father, but that's what that made me who I am today. That made me not the loosey goosey that I'm not today. You understand? Like, that gave me a great foundation for myself, so I would, know that, listen, for every bad thing you do, there's a repercussion. So, but what was your question?
Okay, so my question is, right, now, is it necessarily a bad thing that black women are taught to survive?
I don't think so, because not for nothing, look at all these women who may necessarily not have been married by 40, but they want to have kids. Now, from TV, I don't know anybody who's been trying to adopt on their own. But on TV, when women are trying to adopt on their own, they give you a hard time. because they tried to say, well, listen, you need a man in the house.
For what?
But for what though? You don't, as long as you can support that child on your own, I don't see the need to have, I mean, don't get me wrong. Mm-hmm. Kids need their father in their life. Or some type of strong male structure.
Okay, thank you.
But you can get,
I was going to get defensive for a second.
Right, but not for nothing. I have an uncle who's married into my aunt married, my uncle. But my father was in my life for the most part. But I know that had my father not been in my life, I know that I would have had somebody to watch over me because it just wouldn't happen that way. My mom has a couple male friends. My aunts always had, me around. Not my aunts, but, we were very family oriented. So anytime, I went to my aunt's with her coworkers to birthday parties. So there's always going to be, somebody's going to know I'm out who I am and, know my presence. So there was always going to be some type of male presence in my life. But, I just feel like there's uncles, there's mentors, there's friends of the family, there's grandfathers, there's all these other things. There's no reason to not have it. So you just have to have that. It doesn't necessarily have to be a father, but as long as there's a strong male presence, then I'm pretty sure.
It's okay.
Okay, I'm pretty sure that it. I didn't take them out. I got you. So, like I said, I don't really feel like it's a bad thing that women are taught to survive without a man. That Black women are taught to survive without a man, because at the end of the day, we have to move on. We can't just not raise our kids.
No.
And what happens, and then also, not even them just leaving it, but also what happens when you get married at 20 and God forbid there's a war and your husband gets drafted into the war. Yeah. You have to move on and survive. Not even, or if your husband dies, he managed to get, he's forced out the picture. So what do you do? What are you going to go off you and your kids?
You better enjoy that insurance money.
Okay. I think on that note, we're gonna end it on this.
But I just want to say one thing to all you internet trolls out there. For this topic exactly, this is why we have a woman on the show.
Bam, bam.
All right.
I got the boobs to prove it, and they're real.
Okay. That's the main thing.
So,
Kevin, get it.
Yes, ma'am.
What's honestly profession?
Oh, girl, so being it is the last day of Black History Month.
Okay, don't be trying to.
Listen, my Black history is all year round, okay? I'm Black
forever.
Forever.
I have
Cardi B voice.
One more piece of Black girl magic. So sometime this week, there was this meme where it was a scene from Bring It On.
That's how we get something. Here y'all come trying to steal it, putting on something blonde hair and calling it something different.
Thank you.
Jesus. Do bring on justice.
Sheesh.
She wasn't really a bird. She was just
You made her seem like a bird, though.
She wasn't a bird. She was a bitch.
You made her seem like a bird.
I know how to be a bitch. I'm sorry.
Well, I bring that up to say this. I think Gucci might have stole something from our community. Gucci.
I'm not surprised. It's Gucci.
Have you guys ever heard of Sonique Saturday?
No.
Probably not, right? You might not know the name. But you know the design. Cutie design.
Oh.
So, Gucci has this new bag here. And it looks eerily familiar to the bag that Sonique designed. And
I mean, I didn't want to say nothing.
She didn't get no coin for this.
Ooh, girl.
She didn't no kind of coin for this.
Is she gonna have a sale? Because I think Gucci might have ran her out, but I want her bag, so I need to know if she's gonna have a sale.
So now there's gonna be some legal action going on here, but not for nothing. This is not the first time that a major fashion house has come to our community. And
it's not. It's definitely not.
I mean, did we see Fashion Week, Fall Fashion Week? Not spring. Not the one that just happened. The one in September.
Yeah.
They were rocking bantu-knots, boxer braids, whatever they want to call this.
Yeah, like one of the shows had they had do-rags on, like.
Yeah, like why?
Like, okay, I mean, I don't mind you coming to us for inspiration.
Right.
But don't try to rename it something else and make them you guys designed it.
Exactly.
Like give us our credit because nothing. We work hard for everything we do.
Exactly.
But it's been
listen. You think Bantu knots is done in like 5 minutes? You know how long it takes me to do Bantu knots, and you want to sit here and call it Asian knots or chicken nuggets, whatever you call it.
Chicken nuggets.
But
come on.
I'm like, come on now, like, but she's doing the right thing. She's not just gonna sit here and bitch and complain about it. She's taking legal actions,
as she should.
And I hope
right, girl, you get that coin.
And okay. I hope that she wins her case.
Me too.
Now the only thing about this, it's fashion, so it's hard to prove whatever.
Exactly.
But thank God for social media because there are photos out there and photos out there. Of Amber in China.
And China had her bags months ago.
So there are tons of photos with timestamps or at least date stamps.
Right.
That have that show when this bag was first out there.
Okay, so I have a question.
So that helps her case. Go ahead.
Now, in a situation like this, because something like that has happened where another designer, I guess you want to say, or not guess, another designer stole, of someone's particular piece.
Mm-hmm.
Can we technically do the same thing for the knockoffs?
Yeah, that's a really, really, really hard industry to tackle because it's underground. It's black market.
True, but boo, you stealing,
and there's no face to the knockoff.
True.
Whereas this is Gucci, a major face that you can actually go after. Right. So basically, it's the little person off the big person this time instead of the big person off the little person.
Right.
Sure enough.
So that's what makes it different.
It's work.
Okay. Also, now last week you had talked about MAC Cosmetics and their whole campaign. Well, the whole picture they posted on Instagram with the beautiful full lip, melanin rich model that they had going on. Well, I know her name now. Her name is, where's it at? Amito Lagom. She's a bona fide model. Like she is like runway realness. She does it. So after the whole campaign, after the whole backlash of the, from the picture they posted on Instagram, she took to her own Instagram and posted a more animated version of the photo with the hashtag pretty lips period. Because the comments were so negative, as you said, and she was like, she did an interview with the New York Times. She said, I was so shocked that the invisible site, like Mac's Instagram page, where there are people spewing that level of hate. She said, I thought that the beauty company, I thought that beauty campaigns have gone far enough in the public that something, things like that wouldn't happen. This shows that major companies like MAC, NYX Cosmetics, they need to put more diversity in the models and products they're putting out.
Definitely, I agree. Not even just MAC. Clinique,
yeah, because that's
Lancome.
Elizabeth Arden.
That
is very old white woman.
I think Smashbox for the most part is a little urban.
It's very urban, actually.
But I think more companies, Urban Decay. But I think more, even well, then again, these are more drugstore brands. But Maybelline has black models with full lips.
Yes.
And then Dark and Lovely, which isn't a makeup line, but they have hair cosmetics. Well, Dark and Lovely is Dark and Lovely.
Yeah. But
they also have Cream of Nature. What is it called? Carol. I think there needs to be a more range of, like you said, diversity in the cosmetics because, like you said, Elizabeth Arden, Clinique, and all these, rich white women. And a lot of black women buy Clinique. I know plenty of black women that buy Clinique because of the
black women buy MAC.
Right, but
hello.
This is true, but with Clinique, that's more of
in fact, most of their artists are black.
Right, and that is true. That's true. And as Clinique, that's the other thing. How do you have black women? Because not for nothing. I've been to your store.
There's some black men too.
Right. Some black men too. Not for nothing. I've been to your store. So I know I worked at your store.
You worked at my store.
I was about to be like, what are you talking about?
I worked at your store. So I know who is in there. And 90% of the makeup artists at every counter are black.
But nothing like...
and not even just at that one. In the city and...
One of the MAC stores on Fifth Avenue where one of my good friends works at. It is... The artists are... Most of them are black. But the women that are going there to get their faces done are black. No, they're black.
No.
They're black. Now, trust me, there's a sprinkle or two of white women in there too. But it's like finding Where's Waldo.
It's the same thing at the one on 34th.
But Waldo just really sticks out.
But yeah, because I'm saying, like, and even at Sephora has everybody in there.
Yeah.
Like, white women go to Sephora, black women go to Sephora. So why is it wrong? And not for nothing, a makeup artist is mostly a black woman's industry.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, there are white makeup artists.
Oh,
but
yeah, and they're talented too.
And they're very talented. But I mostly see black women being makeup artists.
Yeah.
So what's the problem? If you can have if you can have somebody work for you, why can't you show them in your company, in the ads, and everything? Why is that a problem? Because not for nothing, Carol's daughter, Shea Moisture, black-owned businesses. Well, she sold Carol's daughter to Estee Lauder, I believe. But when she owned it, she had white women in her campaigns, and even Shea Moisture. Shea Moisture is mostly a black. I mean, it was at one point it was mostly pushed to black women, but there's white women wearing Shea Moisture
because they found the tea. Like, oh, well, this makes my hair better. Like,
right. So, but that's the point. But they still show white women in their ads, and this is mostly a black woman's product. So why can't it be vice versa for the ones that are pushed to white women? Why hasn't that changed? Well,
I mean, it's the industry. Like, we're good to be field slaves, not house slaves. And that's what it boils down to. But I will say one thing. I do like MAC Cosmetics because what they did though the next day was they went back on their Instagram and they posted this picture here where it says all races, all ages, all races, all sexes. Period.
I like it.
And that's it for the trends.
There's one thing I would like to say.
Go ahead.
I feel that we had a very interesting Black History Month.
Yes.
Although I do have one fear.
What?
That's all it's going to be is a month.
Oh, yeah, it's only going to be a month.
But the problem is that it doesn't need to only be a month because there are real issues out here. But I feel that they're only liberated and shown. And, like, don't get me wrong. I love Beyonce and everything. But I feel that after today.
Yeah. Okay, let's do this. Well, I'm going to try to remember to do this. In 6 months, let's see how much more
Black history facts.
Not Black history facts, but just more Black awareness.
Display of
blackness.
Let me say history. Just Black pride, Black excellence has been displayed in the next 6 months.
Right.
Because right now it's Black History Month, so right now it's very trendy. To be pro-black.
Right, because that's nothing. Even on Blackish, they had their little Black History episode that was, like, plastered all over it. But, I mean, the show is called Blackish, but that's, like, their Blackest episode.
Yeah.
No pun intended, but that's, like, their Blackest episode. The show is called Blackish.
The creator of the
show is white. Is it?
No.
One of the,
he might be a writer, but either way. No, he's a creator. He's actually a creator.
Okay.
He's Black. And he was like, I was really, really nervous to do an episode on police brutality.
But why would you have to be nervous about it if your show is called Blackish and that's a black
because
issue?
Of the simple fact, you also got to look at his time slot, and you're on one of the major networks.
The show is Blackish. If you're gonna have a show called Blackish, and this thing is supposed to be around these kids with this family in suburbia, but still maintaining their black, whatever that is.
But I mean,
so why is police brutality a taboo thing to talk about?
Because at the end of the day, no matter what the show is called, no matter who's on the TV show, whatever, they are still on one of the whitest networks out there.
Boom.
Now, granted, I will say ABC has more the diverse range of shows, but they are still a very white network. I mean, there are no CBS, there are no NBC. But I guess I
can go with that because not for nothing. When I was watching Hollywood Unsung, I believe it's called, on TV One.
Yes.
They showed they had an episode about a different world. Mm-hmm. And as you know, a different world. If you don't know about Different World, I don't know what to tell you. But a different world is basically a spin-off show that Bill Cosby created for his daughter on the show Denise, for her to go to college. Lisa Bonet. Lisa Bonet was on there for about 2 or 3 seasons, but after that, she left. And basically, A Different World was about her experience at Hillman College, which was known as a historically black college. Mm-hmm. So it was about her experiences and all the issues that went on there. So as you got more into the seasons, there were very hard episodes for them to do. One episode, which was actually on the other day, was where they did the episode. It was some type of ceremony they were doing, and they were talking about Manny, who might be translated as Aunt Jemima now, which is was a negative figure for a black woman because she was a maid and she was a slave, and they liberated her in that episode. If you watch the episode, you'll see the whole thing. So, and when I was watching Unsung, they said they had a hard time doing that episode. They had a hard time doing another episode that they did with the guy who played Superman on a TV show back in the day. I can't think of his name right now.
Not Christopher. Not Christopher. Well, his father.
No, not back in the day. No. Okay. I'm talking about I see his face. I don't remember his name. But there was an episode where he was on there, huh?
Lost in Clark Superman?
I think so.
Dean Cain.
Dean, that's his name. So he was on the episode, and there was like a college.
Okay.
There was it was like a homecoming game. And basically it was like a black versus white thing, and I think they wrote nigger on the car, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, yes, I remember that now.
So they said they had a hard time shooting that episode as well. So I guess and then they were having a hard time getting it pushed. They said there were a lot of things. A Different World definitely went there with a lot of their episodes. A Different World was like a very early on Degrassi. They went there with a lot of their episodes.
Actually, that was the first Degrassi.
Yeah, so
ever.
They went there with a lot of their episodes, so I feel that it just, I don't know, like they said, like I said, they said they were having a hard time with shooting that episode, and it's just like, but why? But I get it, because it was like they couldn't get it pushed. Like there were times where the producers at wherever channel came on at that time, but when it originally came on, I don't remember. I wasn't born when Different World came on originally, so I don't know.
Don't remember.
I think A Different World used to come on NBC.
NBC.
Yeah, that's because when the Cosby came on.
Yeah.
Right, it was NBC. So apparently there was a lot of things that had to go through NBC before they put it out there.
Yeah. Well,
so
it was your own thing. You gotta go through.
Right. So it was a lot of things that they just was like, well, we really don't want to put this out there. So.
Wow.
It could be tough.
Damn, that was like a mini topic.
Okay.
That wasn't even the topic.
That wasn't even the topic.
All right, so get into the tea.
Girl, get this topic because it's definitely inspired by you. And Catfish. And you.
It is inspired by me and Catfish. Oh, gosh.
Do you remember what the topic is, boo?
I kind of do, but I kind of don't.
Okay, so you...
Like, I know, of course,
Okay, so... I'll do it from my point.
This crazy girl over here.
Leave me be.
Me and this girl were having an epic phone conversation, which I hate talking on the phone, which is not the point. But he was talking about we brought up the whole conversation about where black gay men are like the accessories to black women.
Yes.
And do you remember now?
Keep going.
Oh God. Okay. And basically we were saying like why is it that... Wait, hold on. Let me get the word.
We were talking about that, actually. You said that's going to be our episode.
Well, we were talking about it first, and you text me.
Okay.
That's what it is. You text me.
Okay.
During the conversation, because I remember, because he got the text message and told me.
Well, basically, we were saying, like, basically, we are not just an accessory to the black woman. Don't get me wrong. I love you down, but I am not your accessory.
But you are not my accessory.
I am not your accessory.
You're my equal.
Aw, boo-boo. I was saying, okay.
He's not my. He don't be. Listen, me and you are not together all the time for you to even be my accessory.
But that's okay, and that's where it was going. So basically, it's like me and you aren't together all the time, but we're definitely clearly known as friends.
Right.
But I am not your
It's not the Cray and Kevin
I feel like I'm directing it towards you, but I'm not.
It's not the Cray. It's not Cray featuring Kevin.
Yes.
It's Cray and Kevin.
Whoa.
But basically, we are not trophies to take off the shelf, to dust up every once in a while, and put on display.
No.
So, I think the question we were saying is, how can we change that?
Well, I have the first answer.
Okay, go ahead.
They need to bring back Noah's Ark. That's it. That's it. That's it.
No,
but there's a reason why I'm saying that, because not for nothing.
She's going with it.
Noah's Ark, and this is what we were talking about.
Yeah.
No, because I was listening to a song from the movie.
Okay.
It's called World Hold On. I can't think
of
who sings it.
Song.
But that's like my favorite. I'll be like,
World Hold On.
Woo! That's my shit. So I was jamming. And I had the album art.
Okay, you caught that, right?
So I had the album art, and I was like, oh my God. And luckily I was in Wi-Fi because I'm listening to my iPod. Luckily I was at the train station, And before I got on the train, I quickly texted to Kevin, and I said, listen, this show needs to come back. Because not for nothing. Don't get me wrong. They was all beautiful chocolate caramel men. Mm-hmm. Okay, and they all had the different personalities, but there were no women on this show.
No. Except for the producer chick.
And,
but she was the feature.
One.
She was a feature. She was the feature. And not for nothing. These were all different types of gay men. We had the
queen.
We had no, that's not what I meant. Oh. We had the couple with the child.
Yes.
And
okay, you're talking about you're going now.
We had the couple with the child, and then wasn't one of the guys? Wasn't he like a?
They were all professionals.
They were all professionals. Okay, so they were all professionals. So we had gay black men of different professional backgrounds. Mm-hmm. Okay, and then we had Noah, main character, mm-hmm. and with his thugged out boyfriend or whatever. And then we had his best friend who was like the slut. Mm-hmm. It was like the black male gay Sex in the City. No, actually, no. It was the gay version of Girlfriends.
Yes,
that's pretty much what it was.
Version. Which is the original version of Sex in the City.
Okay.
Right. So it was
actually really.
Really
living single.
Living single was really the start of it all, okay. But I'm gonna let y'all have it, okay? Because I will give y'all Khadijah James all day, okay? I will give you Fever Khadijah James all day, okay? Because anyway, point is, they need to bring back Noah's Ark because, like I said,
Maxine, no.
It
was
a mess. Wasn't she? Ooh, I think I'm Maxine and Khadijah all in one person. To be honest, I'm all of them because I have all their moments. So I'm really actually all of them. But that's okay because I have my Sinclair and my little woo woo moment. So it's okay.
Multiple personalities.
Okay,
it's okay.
But Noah's Ark showed black gay men in a very positive light.
Yeah.
And I feel really sad that show had to go off because I felt like that was y'all outlet right there. Don't get me wrong. There was obviously you feel different.
You feel different. So
I'm not that I feel different about it. Yes, it was our outlet, but even through its success, while it was on TV, you still had a whole bunch of black gay men that was dogging the show and downing the show because they just felt like that wasn't reality or. The show can never be
it is reality because not for the you know every single one of those characters.
Not every single, but not that. It might have not been their personal reality, but that's reality.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. At that age, when that show was on, I probably didn't have not one gay friend at that point in time when that show was on.
I couldn't imagine that.
I didn't. I think you're like my first gay friend that I've actually been this close with for this long. Remember, I was in high school. Mm-hmm. We understand. I went to Catholic school.
I still can't imagine that.
There was gay guys, of course, but they were very much on the low. Mm-hmm. So it's not like I was close with them.
Most people are in high school.
No, I'm talking about middle school.
Girl, you know.
Not nowadays,
I'm talking about when I was
out.
I'm talking about when I was in elementary school. Now, when I was in high school, I was a whole new ball game. You knew who was gay, even if they was trying to hide it. You knew who the fuck was gay. But, I was close to, like, one person for a little bit, but you were, like, really the only gay male friend. Gay male. You're only male.
Look, no, I'm going to correct you. I am a black gay male.
Come on.
Okay.
Always black before anything else.
Okay, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
My bad, Daddy. So,
okay, it's okay.
He is always... Okay, you're right. So, you're my first black gay male friend that we've been this close for this long. So, at that point when the show was on, I mean, I didn't have it, but I wanted one. Mm. For that reason, I'm just like, oh my god, like really? Like I never knew.
I'm sorry to disappoint though. I don't live up to the hype.
You know what? I can't. But I just feel like that's one of the things that you guys need. Also,
well, okay, I'm gonna cut you off for a second though. But do you guys see what I just did to her? Like I corrected her in this, just corrected her period. I told her that I'm not just a gay male. I'm a black gay male first.
Right.
That's one thing we need to step up and do. No matter how close we are with friends, we need to put our friends in check. I'm not saying I'm putting you in check.
He totally just put me in check. My feelings are hurt.
But that right there will help solve some of the problem.
Yeah.
But continue.
I agree. I had nothing else to say. You shut me up, so I had nothing else to say.
I was just going to touch on the fact of, because we also shared this conversation as well, and you started talking about it, the fact of us not having a positive image.
Mm-hmm.
Because...
It's not a positive image at all.
We already, as black men, get kicked down. Mm-hmm. And to already be a black man, that's already a negative image.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And
we have a double negative image.
So, exactly. So now it's a double negative. And then we still, in all the messiness, still don't have nowhere to turn, nowhere to look.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why I think things are just done the way they are if you're a black gay man.
But then also I think TV has a lot to do with that because you have Rags TV that doesn't really show you. It doesn't show black people as a community in a positive light. But it doesn't. First of all, they don't even want. Huh?
What you like?
Rags TV.
Okay.
Reality TV. It doesn't show black women or men in a positive light. Number one, but number two, and then they don't even want you guys on it. They don't want. Well,
come on, Love Hip Hop just showed that.
They just did that, but I'm saying they just did.
But they still didn't want us on this damn show.
But wait, how many seasons did it take? Mind you, that's one branch of Love and Hip Hop. There still hasn't been a gay man on New York, and there still hasn't been a gay man on Atlanta.
Oh, and we getting a new.
Okay, well, I'm done.
So the point is that I figured we were, but the point is that they didn't even want you guys on there.
Yeah.
And then there were rumors that there were going to be what is the girl's name? She's a transgender woman and she was in Atlanta. I think her name is Amari or Amara.
No.
She was going to be
something with an A.
Amaya.
Something like that.
She was supposed to.
Amaya. No.
Yeah. No, Amaya was supposed to be on Atlanta Housewives.
Yeah.
But I don't know what happened.
Yeah, it was
a rumor for a while that she was.
And I'm glad it stayed a rumor.
And then it's people like that. It's people like Malibu Doll Face Barbie. I believe that's her. I don't know what they refer to themselves as, but they were.
Are they trans?
I'm not sure.
Or are they just a cross-dresser? That makes them.
Honestly, I don't know. I don't want to disrespect them, so I don't know. But I know.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Okay.
Well, he was a really big. Reason why I know who they are is because when I was obsessed with my Nicki, really like into my Team Minaj thing, he was Team Cant.
Okay.
And he was just like, I hate Nicki Minaj and I can't deal, and that's why I knew, because he was like a big person.
The 30 plus box.
I don't know. I'll show you. But anyway, the point is, the rumor is that Amaya was supposed to be on the show, and then people were like, "Oh my god!" And then once that we got the official okay that Miles and Milan were going to be on the hip hop LA, Hollywood, whatever it's called, that it was like outrage.
But then nothing. Like, if you guys really notice, like, none of the male cast members really were even involved with any.
They weren't. Not at all.
But again, a playing towards a stereotype. He became, what's his name? Milan. More specifically, became an accessory to one of the black women. With the black women on the show.
Right, because when they did the fashion show, he was just there.
Yeah. He was just there.
Right, and then also, I think Kenya Moore's friend said Brandon, he said something on the lines to that.
Yeah, like he said something like, he went off on his Facebook, I think it was.
Yeah, and then he got at Kenya too.
Yeah, and got on her because they were having the girls were having a conversation about him while he wasn't even present.
Right.
And he watched it on playback. He was like, "Well, what the fuck? Like, bitch, I'm supposed to be your friend." It's mainly Nene Leakes because she's like, "Oh, I love the gays, da da da." But yet here you are, you're calling him a sissy, you're calling him soft, you're calling him sensitive, you're calling him a lady or whatever. Like, come on now.
Right, and then it's crazy because
don't be for the gays when it makes you look good.
Right.
If you're gonna be for the gays, be for the gays all the way.
Right.
Okay, and I'm sorry, I don't mean to jump in like that, but the reason why, and I'm glad you said that, because people do that and then they get mad when we turn around and come out and now you getting nothing but shade.
Yeah.
And our responses and everything is real quick and we witty and on our toes. Don't be mad. This is a situation you created.
Yeah.
Right.
But going back to your thing though about not having a positive figure, or both of you guys actually really to say that. Not for nothing. Where it needs to start in the fucking mirror. Start with yourself.
True.
Because there's some of y'all that don't mind being accessories.
Yeah, no, I'm not with that.
There's some people that don't. I will say, there's some gays that don't mind being accessories. They're fine with just holding my bag and coming shopping with me and all that. Not me. Well, I'm just saying,
But no, like, it needs to start in the mirror because, like, I understand your whole. When we were having the phone conversation, your whole thing was, We need someone who's established to be out there to be the face, right? To be something that we can look up to. Yeah. And I totally disagree with that. Because not for nothing, what it needs to start with, you need to start with yourself. Because you need to have self-confidence in yourself.
Of course.
Definitely.
You need to start with yourself first.
Of course. I only said that because I was thinking of it more on, I guess, a global perspective. Mm-hmm. Because it's not, the confidence and everything got to start with yourself, but also for us to be accepted, we need somebody.
And see, I don't know, because I guess this is a queer to me talking where uniqueness is key for me.
Of course.
Like, I don't want, again, if you do well, you become, this big media mogul, fine for you, I'm happy for you. But not for nothing, I don't want to look up to that, to have to want to aspire to be that. I want to create my own story. Write my own story. Write my own book. Be my own inspiration.
Let me ask you something.
Go ahead.
And don't take this the wrong way.
Yeah.
But do you think that at one point there was a gay, black, gay, or gay, black, or whatever they want to identify first, man, that decided, you know what, I need this black woman to be accepted?
No, I don't think that they said, I don't think they actually said, I need this black woman to be accepted. I think they said, I need this black woman to push my career forward.
Okay.
I will say that.
Okay.
That I will agree with.
But not for nothing. I mean, don't not use, but black women go to black gay men for a lot. And makeup.
Yes.
Hair. Mm-hmm. Shopping. Because not for nothing. And there's straight black men that go to black gay men. Because not for nothing. This new show that's coming on BT with Eva and all her little friends. Mm-hmm. The male that's on there, he's clearly a black gay man. Okay. And he's Chris Brown's stylist. Okay. Can't think of his name, but he's Chris Brown's stylist. So, and he wants to break out and make his own line. He doesn't want to play the background anymore. He wants to play the front. Totally accepted of that. But, you know...
Now, how long has he been Chris Brown's stylist, if you know?
I don't know. I just saw the commercial for the show. I don't know.
No, because...
But I was just, making an observation.
Because I was just trying to see, was he trying to use that platform to catapult his career? Or is he just I was his stylist and that's it?
I'll give you an example. Who I feel like is somebody that is now breaking out. Karamo. Nobody heard.
Yeah, because I'm crickets.
The last time you heard of Karamo is, if you did watch, was when he was on The Real World, his season of The Real World. Now that he's back on the Next 15, but even before the Next 15,
okay, now it makes sense why you're talking about him. Okay.
Even before the Next 15, he still, put in the work into his career. Nobody really was watching him, but he was on CNN. He's a journalist at the end of the day. Mm-hmm. And he was all these different, news channels building his career. And now to get to the Next 15, I'm looking at him and I'm kind of like, okay, I see why you're on the show, but I don't really get it because technically you're already a positive black gay man in yourself, that you've done something for yourself. So why come back here?
Because probably, I'm only assuming. Maybe he hasn't reached the pinnacle, maybe he hasn't reached where he wants to be in his career. He's just using this as a platform. Again, just using a platform as a stepping stone.
True.
All right. This is a very intense topic today.
It is.
I kind of dialed it back because when we first had the conversation, I was really
he was
in my feelings. So I dialed it back a little bit.
At the end of the day, we as black people.
Oh wait, no. Okay, there was one more thing I wanted to say with it.
Go ahead.
How are we as black people? One, we're already discriminated against. We're hated, whatever. But how are we as black people hate a subcategory of our own people?
Because we don't like each other.
That happens all the time. How many times do light skins don't like dark skins? How many times do black straight men don't like black gay men? Black
we
gay
don't
men,
like each other.
Right. We just don't like each other. Gay, purple, black, straight, bisexual, lesbian, yellow, blue.
But until that changes.
Work. And not even just that, even the social status of each other. Mm. Because you work at McDonald's and I work at Fortune 500, I don't want to associate with you. Because
that's money. That's money regardless.
But no,
that's money regardless.
But what does money matter if you're? Why can't we?
No, because white people do it themselves. The white people do it themselves too. Like if I work for a Fortune 500 company, or I have a Fortune 500 company, I'm not talking to Triller. But okay, so that's his money. Period.
But this is the difference.
That's money. Period.
We both came from the projects. I made it out. You didn't. You're still there. You're still struggling. Why can't it might not be your fault why you're struggling, but why do I have to look down upon you? And I came from that same exact spot.
Because
it might be a pride thing.
No, it goes back to slave times where where master separated us from.
And that's exactly what I'm saying right there. Slave times. That's exactly why we're still there. That's exactly why there's so much hate within us, because we were separated. We're separated by our skin tone. We were separated by the texture of our hair. And even the texture of your hair. Do you understand in the natural hair community, if you have a more...
that needs to change too, honestly.
If you have a bigger curl pattern, meaning you can see the curl when it's wet, versus you can just see a whole bunch of
little F's.
Right. You know, and I see it all the time. And if your hair is shorter, if your hair is longer, I see it all the time, not even in the natural hair community, in hair community, period. If you have short, nappy hair, and I have a long, beautiful, luscious hair, I don't want to be associated with you. Even if it's fake, I don't want to be associated with you.
Going back, and you saying this, perfect example is Good or Bad Hair from my movie.
School Days.
School Days.
Yeah. They were the nappy, not nappy, but the natural hair girls, most of them were like brown to dark skin.
Yeah.
And then the girls with the perm, there might have been like one or two dark skinned girls in there with like straight or permed hair.
Yeah, because I think it was like two.
Yeah. So they were light to my skin tone.
And that was it. And that was basically saying,
because my hair is longer and it's straight. And just, let me tell you something.
I got
Look
the
at
good
this
hair.
picture right here. You see that? Just don't let the shrinkage fool you. Okay? The shrinkage is real. Don't let the shrinkage fool you.
She can get her hair up.
Okay?
He can get
her hair saying.
up.
I'm just...
But I brought that up to say this. Like, if we're ever going to see any kind of progress as a black community in general, we need to stop hating on ourselves.
Definitely. Self-hate is real.
Definitely.
Because not for nothing. If I cut you or I cut you, we all bleed the same color blood.
Exactly. And we all going to be buried 6 feet under at the end of the day.
Exactly. So,
but even when I talked about this a long time ago. The self-hate where black people don't want to date inside their race, or their preference is not inside their race. How can you hate somebody that you are? You are black.
Yeah.
Just own it.
Yeah.
But I digress.
Well, we've come a long way, but
we
did come a long way,
but then we went right back.
There's been a lot of setbacks.
Okay, there's been a lot of setbacks, but
somehow we made a U-turn and don't know how.
Okay.
Someone got lost somewhere.
I
think it was P. Diddy.
It might have been OJ. Find out we're black.
No, OJ definitely got lost.
OJ and Tiger Woods definitely got lost.
Okay, OJ said, I am not black, I'm OJ, okay?
Shit. Which not for nothing, though. I kind of, for the way I took the message,
I love it. Okay?
Because at the end of the day, why can't I just be Kevin?
It was a statement.
Because you black. If you was white, you could just be Kevin. But because you're black, you can't be Kevin. Just like because I'm black, mind you, I have the most ethnic name of the three of us.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay? And then my last name, my real last name, which we're not going to put out there, doesn't help me either. Does not help me. My real last name definitely doesn't help me. I'll give you a clue. She sat on the back of the bus. Anyway. So, she sat in the front of the bus.
She didn't get in the back of the bus.
She didn't get to the back of the bus, and that's why.
Yes. But, you're right. Like, even with your name is, like, super ethnic.
Okay.
Like,
and I'm naming my daughter Khadijah.
But, my mom and my father, they made the decision to give me a very generic name.
You have a very generic first, middle, and last name.
Yeah, I have a very generic name.
And you just have a straight up white, especially that last name?
Yes,
girl.
From start to finish, my whole name is...
But they did that purposely because, like, if I ever wanted to go and apply for a job somewhere, they won't necessarily know right off the top, okay, is this guy black or is he white?
But you know what? I think that needs
to stop. A lot of times, there's been a couple of times I've went on interviews where I've walked into the interview and I've seen the clearly unmistakable, like, oh, Mr. Robinson? Yes.
But you know what? And I think I really feel like that has to stop because there's this video that this girl put out about ethnic names and having long names with Ishas and Dominiques and all this. And her name was like Shaka. It wasn't quite Shaka Khan or quite Shaka Zulu, but it was some type of Shaka. But her name was pretty though. But why is it? If I want to name my daughter Shaka Khan, I have the right to name my daughter Shaka Khan.
That you do.
If I want to name my daughter Nefertiti, which I plan to, Khadijah is going to be one, and we're going to have Nefertiti and Pharaoh. So if I want to name my daughter Nefertiti, I have the right to name her Nefertiti without any judgment.
Like, I'm glad I'm never going to have that.
I ain't going to name her Listerine.
No kids.
I ain't going to name her Listerine. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's people out there with some ghetto names like Listerine. That's just a bit much for me. But the point is, I don't feel like you need to be judged by your name. That's just something, but what we are.
But that's what society does. Society judges people by the cover.
Yep.
And if your name happens to be the cover that they're seeing, that's what they're judging you by.
And that's fine. My name is Alika, and I'm proud, darling. My name has many beautiful meanings, okay? It actually means beautiful in Swahili.
Oh, shit.
Mm-hmm. Yes, girl. Get into it.
But
okay?
What does it mean in Indian, though? Because then you have like a driver that says that your name was Indian or something like that? Or he never told you?
He never told me.
Oh, fuck.
He never told me, but my name is in Swahili, Hawaiian. There's probably other. I think that's why so many Arabics get my name right. No, because not for nothing, I use Lyft heavy, and all the drivers always get my name right. I be like, girl.
Whereas, I think I kind of got it close.
People always get my name wrong. They be calling me Alicia, Alika, Alika.
I
think the spellings are even.
I think initially, I think I said Alika. I was like, it's not Alika. I said it's definitely not Alika. It's something else.
Okay.
But I think we should.
But I do like her.
Okay,
I like
on that note.
I like a lot.
The tea has been served?
The tea has been served.
All day.
All day.
Oh,
sorry. I didn't realize it was. It's okay.
Child.
It's just a table. But yes, the tea has been served.
I'll see you guys later.
And guys, don't forget to follow us on Instagram.
All day.
_TNYC.
Mm-hmm.
And don't forget to like the Facebook fan page. And don't forget to comment, share, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Tell your cousin, baby mama, best friend. Bans. So just fucking watch us,
Yes.
Shit.
Fucking share
it's
us.
that easy.
And
just fucking do it.
Fucking support us.
Fucking twerk out. Okay?
I thought we were retiring that.
Oh, you're right. Alright, anyway, just fucking follow us.
You're addicted now, aren't you?
Just fucking come back next week.
Yes.
And we will see you next week, guys. Alright?
Peace.
Oh, wait. This is my new piece, guys. I'm not doing peace anymore. I'm doing this.
Live long and prosper?
Yes.
Hey, girl.
Just do it. Yes. Okay?
And stay black.
Definitely.
All day.
Later.
You see his melanin?
And if the mother or whatever, let's say her mother's not in the picture, then there's really nothing they can do. Especially if she's consenting, if there's nothing they can do.
Well, now they know, so they need to do something.
Exactly, because I feel like the fact that it was stated, then why isn't, the community activist, I forgot his name, that's in Brooklyn, but why hasn't he stepped in and done something? Or
Dreads?
No, not him.
Okay.
He's on Channel 5.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. But why hasn't, the police even done something? Because the girl made the statement.
Mm-hmm.
She said, no, I was in the park having sex with my father. So
she said just like that?
But not for nothing. To me, okay, fine. I'm gonna not focus on the whole father thing, because that's a mess. But she should be charged with some kind of crime of making a false report. Because now she's fucked these boys' lives up.
Exactly.
Because no matter what's been said after that, it's in everybody's head.
Was there any court? Were there any court
No,
appearances?
there were no.
The original charge.
Well, the original charge.
So
they had to do
some kind of court for that, and they could sue her.
Yeah.
So there probably is going to be a lot of court, and now it's illegal to falsify a crime.
Mm-hmm.
So she's probably they're probably both gonna go to jail.
And I'm sure in some way, shape, form, or fashion, that's defamation of character.
Oh yeah, it is. It definitely is.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see what happens.
But as far as I know, at least. I'm no legal expert.
I can't. They're probably going to be talking about it in 2 weeks.
Right.
Probably not. But that concludes your spots of tea, peoples.
Girl,
Miss Cray.
what's in your mind?
I would like a glass of wine.
Other than that, girl.
I would like a beautiful chocolate man with a beautiful full beard, dressed in coconut oil, glistening.
Just in the coconut oil?
Glistening. Just glisten.
Look.
Glistening, okay?
Speak into existence, girl.
And then he could either be like muscular or he could be like chunky. And then just appear. Nice full lips, a nice full Michael Jackson 5 nose, light, beautiful eyes.
Teenagers of raping her. The story came out that supposedly her and her father were in the park and they were drinking together. Now, I don't understand how you could be a father drinking with your daughter that's not of age, but okay, and out in public.
It happens.
In the park.
In the park?
It happens.
Okay. Well, the real story came out. Old girl has retracted her whole story, put these boys through hell, the fact that they had to be arrested, detained, in jail, and then for us to find out that the father was having sex with her in the park.
No. That's why they was drinking in the fucking park.
Didn't see that coming.
I'm like,
is this a new episode of Law and Order SVU?
Child, it should be.
It probably will be.
It probably will be.
It will be. Okay, because I'm going to Chris and Rihanna.
And when it does,
yes.
I need you to hit the dance. When it does come on, okay?
I'm going to hit the dance, okay?
Hit it hard.
But all in all, I wanted to bring this up because I wanted to ask y'all, how would y'all look at that situation or see, like, because now they're really just focusing on just the teenage boys. The fact that, they're out. Nobody's talking about this dad, this father. Why has nobody arrested him yet?
Well, how old is she?
I believe the girl is 15. 15
okay,
or
well,
16.
somebody, being that she is not of age, somebody would have to press, like, when you're not of age, your parents have to pretty much press charges for you.
Very true.
Because she's saying right now that there's nothing, she probably went to the cops and said there's nothing wrong with it. We getting it on and that's it. If the cops even asked her. So being that she's like, well, it's okay, on consent, there's nothing that they can really do. You know what I'm saying? Like, they can't arrest him if she feels there's nothing wrong being done. Now, if she's saying my father's molesting me,
nothing.
Then
at the end of the day, she doesn't say nothing. That is molestation.
It is, but the fact that she's not saying that's what it is, there's nothing that the cops can do.
And that's when the ACS is supposed to step their ass in and
but again, if she's not saying,
that's why they have the whole sex crime. That's actually real. I mean, it's not just on TV.
Right? No, I know, but
that's
the problem is
that is illegal.
If she's not saying. Just because Black History Month is over doesn't mean we're not black forever.
Damn. I know that's right. What's up, peoples? What's going on and welcome to what?
The tea!
Damn, show enough right. Did y'all have a great week?
I definitely did.
You did?
Mm-hmm. Yes. Right.
That's Black Queen.
Okay.
Wear your crown proudly, honey.
Yes.
Ew. I had an amazing week.
Oh, I had a fucked up week. Oh, God. Anyway,
I
we ain't gonna talk about that. My week has been hell from Tuesday to Saturday. My week has been hell.
Look, you can borrow some of my amazing week.
Okay. Does it come with alcohol?
It did.
Okay.
Yes, it did.
Okay.
It came with some alcohol.
Okay.
I mean, it was wine, though, but it was alcohol.
Okay, Lady A. All right, Lady A. So anyway.
Not Lady A.
So let's just dive right into this week's episode.
Yes, let's get.
So, as you guys always know, discretion is the key before spilling your tea. So, Teddy.
What's up, boo?
What's going on in Tea Spot this week? Like, I need that spot of tea. Like, I need
to have a
feel
plethora of tea to give.
Well, we're just going to start here with Destiny's Children because it seems like Destiny's child had a child. So I don't know what they're going to be called, but Kelly Rowland is starting a new show up. It's going to be called Chasing Destiny. Basically, she teams up with Frank Gatson, who Frank Gatson not only worked with Destiny's Child, but also worked with Beyonce for the majority of her solo career. Basically, they're teaming up to put the show together to find the next big girl group.
I don't know if TLC did.
Kinda. It's gonna be,
but I hope they actually come to something, because we're still waiting for that group to come out.
Still.
And where's that album? And what's
right.
$1 million?
Right. So, moving on to Mother. Now, Mother has been causing big problems this week, but as you can see, but I mean, when don't she?
The whole month.
When don't she? I guess she figured it was Black History Month, so she was going this year. Yes, we're gonna get the B6 era, and then the album with her and Jay-Z.
Okay, the Carters.
The Carters. If the deal is signed, if it is, then expect the album April.
Why wouldn't they just release? Well, why wouldn't the Carters album be released on Rock Nation?
I mean, they have a platform. They're charging people $1 million a month. They might as well use that damn platform.
Yeah,
you would think.
They charging people $1 million a month. Why not?
Are they trying to have a whole music industry takeover? Is that what they're trying to do?
Well, I don't know, because I don't know if you heard, Jay-Z is trying to sell Tidal.
Because they ain't doing well, boo.
So
they ain't doing well.
You can't be trying to take over.
Who's paying $1 million a month for a subscription? Meanwhile, Apple Music is $10 a month.
Spotify, I think, it's $10 a month.
Spotify is $10 a month, but then I think Spotify is free.
Yeah, I think Spotify has like a free.
Spotify has a free option.
There's Pandora.
There's always Pandora. You don't even have to go to it. You could just go to Pandora and just
always
do free. Okay, and not for nothing. If you have an iPhone, you have Apple Radio.
Yeah,
you don't even need to buy Apple Music. I mean, listen, still support Apple Music. I'm not against it because I have it myself. But
I ain't got it.
Well, I'm a music person. I have over 3,000 songs on my iPod.
Damn. And surprisingly, that's still nothing.
It's not enough for me. It's
nothing
really not enough. And then there's songs that I haven't listened. Anyway, point is, there's all these other options, and Tidal's so expensive. Like, and then people like, well, you got to get Tidal in Formation. I was like, girl, Beyonce. I was like, I had to illegally download Formation. I'm sorry, but I had to. I needed to listen to that song. I was not participating in Tidal. I was not.
I was willing to buy it if it was on iTunes.
Yeah, if it was on iTunes, I would have bought it, but I'm like, I'm not signing up for Tidal.
It's still not there.
Not at all.
What, 2 weeks, 3 weeks out now?
Not for nothing. Rihanna's whole album was put on iTunes.
Yeah.
Like, at least, I think a week or so after. So I'm like, Beyonce, you playing. But that's alright, because my illegal download game is real strong. Shoot. I got me a nice little album art and everything. We get to go.
Yes. Deal.
Okay. You wouldn't even know.
A mess.
Though.
Okay, so, and the last thing that we're going to discuss this week in Spotted Tea is lately, I want to say maybe about a week or two ago, here in New York, in Brooklyn, a young teenager in Brownsville accused 4 other male...
Ruckus.
Exactly.
Stand up for my people and riot?
All day. So the police said that they weren't going to give her security at her concert. So what happens? Minister Farrakhan comes behind and says that him and the Nation of Islam will give her security.
How?
So Raleigh police as well as Arlington, Texas police decided that they are going to go against the grain, and they actually stated that they are going to provide Beyonce, security for the concert at the venues, because they said that they feel like when they come out, they come to serve all people, not just Beyonce.
But wait, and this is my issue, because not for nothing, she never said anything negative about the police department. No. What she said was something negative about police brutality. So why is it that people are receiving that message wrong? Because I feel like the world is receiving that message
But she
wrong.
didn't even really say it. She just
showed
a visual.
And that's the problem.
It's just a visual.
And that's the problem. Because not for nothing, there's been times where that's been in other people's videos. Not for nothing, in Nas's One Mic video, he talked about that and showed it in the video.
Yeah.
And not for nothing, Kendrick Lamar, Grammy Daddy,
yes,
he took over the Grammy.
Grammy
he was him and Uptown Funk was Grammy Daddy, because that's all I could hear the whole night. But he did a whole thing about that as well.
Yeah.
So why is it that it's different because of Beyonce?
Because she's America's sweetheart, and
girl,
but remember, she's been manufactured to be this good girl next door type thing, and now that she's not, being in that mold, she's actually speaking out, especially owning her blackness.
I'm over it. No,
it's like whatever.
Not for nothing. Listen, she can't be a good girl next door talking about swallowing watermelons and stuff like that. Talking about swallowing watermelon seeds. Okay, we all know what that means. If you don't know what it means, you need to look it up.
No, you're too young. You're too young.
Ciao. And then there's also good news about Bey too.
What's the good news?
Well, it's been rumored she's about to sign this huge deal with Sony Music.
To do what?
To do what?
If she does sign it, it would be like, for, I think, well, basically it's going to be for 2 albums. And we're going to get 2 albums.
The one that's coming out this year and